Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TRG Central. Tonight we'll be running the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks heat races for the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown Series. This is episode 5. So, right now you take a look at the standings and do the males first. Remember the top 20 get in to the two heat races. There they are. Same thing with the fillies. The top 20 gets into the two heat races for the Oaks. Now to speed up the time of the recording, I've already filled out the two heat races for both. So let's go ahead and head over to the schedule. And you see we have the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby heat races in week 17 ready to go. So let's just take a quick look at them. Here's the Kentucky Oaks heat 1. And I started them in post positions based on their ranking in the top 20. So all the odd number horses, like first, third, fifth, and so forth, are running in heat 1. Over to heat 2. All the horses from 2, 4, 6, 8, and so forth are running in heat 2. Okay. Same thing for the Kentucky Derby. Heat 1. And heat 2. Okay, so we may as well go ahead and get started for Kentucky Oaks Heat 1. There's the odds. You can see that there's some pretty widespread with quite a few 99s. And we wonder how they got in the top 20, but maybe they had one of their races of a lifetime. So anyway, good cheer and 5G are pretty much the favorites. Let's take a look at their past performances. You can see that some horse, let's see, we have one horse that rode 4, but she was in a heat race and the finals. And what in the literal, that's the Gulfstream Oaks, came in second place and managed to get 50 points and just barely makes the cutoff. It's only one race won. There's finally one Virginia Oaks. The 2 wins here for 5G. The Honeybee Heat and the finals. Here's Getchu winning the Fairgrounds Oaks and the Rachel Alexander. And you can see as far as their TRG speed numbers, Getchu and 5G are both have races at 111. The Rachel Alexander and the Heat race for Honeybee Stakes. Okay, let's go back over and get over to Churchill Downs. and get the first race underway. Okay, all these races in the Oaks and the Derby, heat races and finals will all have a full field of 10. Okay, so it's a 9 furlong race. All Kentucky Oaks heat and finals will be at 9 furlongs here at Churchill Downs. So, let's see. The car looks like out of the gate first. And we're into the first turn. Get well Delight and La Cara heading into the back straight. And Get Will's Delight looks like has a slim lead on two other fillies. Still in the back straight. Three-way tie for first with three horses, one space behind. Excellent race so far. See if anybody puts any distance between them. Not much change there. Doing the clubhouse turn and Lakara has the lead, but only one space. And her just lost the lead to Annie's Promise. Annie's Promise still with the lead. Maybe enough to win as we have one more game turn left in the race. And it is. It looks like Anna's Promise is won. Lacarda kind of faded there on the last two turns. And finished out of the money. Uh, Ownership isn't going to be happy about that finish. Hopefully it'll be enough to keep Lacarda in the finals. Okay, that's it for Heat Race 1. Let's go over and run the Kentucky Derby Heat Race 1. Here we just have a couple horses that are considered favorites. It's fantastic. Also, Rika by the gamut. Take a look at their past performances. Look at maximum profit running 6 races. Actually 3 races and 3 um, heat races. Smooth Cruises running 3 races. 1, 2. Fantastic. Nearly $1 million. Yeah, that's nearly $900,000. Well, this looks like an interesting group of horses for heat run. So let's head over to the Churchill Down. This is a 10 furlong race. All 3 of the races, the 2 heat races and the finals, will be 10 furlong. Looks like Rodriguez may be out of the gate first. Stewart's Tower says all horses are good in the starting gate, they're off, and there goes Rodriguez out of the gate first. But we have Sand Devil, all horses out of the gate with the biggest lead, but he falters on the second turn. And that may be deadly in this type of race. Okay, heading into the back stretch. Have a couple lead changes again as John Hancock, Citizen Bull, and Theocraz. Rodriguez fourth. Heading into the clubhouse turn. Citizen Bull. Rodriguez. Sand Devil. Fantastic. Heading into the home stretch, it looks like Citizen Bull would put a little bit of space between him and the rest of the pack, and he's gonna easily go easily for the win. Remember, it's just heat race. Let's take a look here. Top 5, 2, 4, 5. Fantastic Mayor and missed the cut. Too bad. One of my favorites. Tassie was 17 lengths behind. See, Citizen Bull ran away with that one. And look how much. Wow, you would have won $141. Okay. That's it from Churchill Downs for Heat 1. So let's go to Heat 2 for the Kentucky Oaks. Take a look at their past performances. Simply Joking. $500,000. That's a pretty nice sum. 300,000 for Quiet Sty. Speed rating, TRG speed is 111 for the Queen MG in the last race in the forward gal. Another 111 in the heat race for Resolve. Okay, let's go over, take a quick look at the line. Looks like the same thing is happening here that happened in the first one. There's just one or two horses, fillies, that the line is saying that's a pretty good chance. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to Churchill Downs. Again, 9 furlong race. And they're off. Somebody gets out of the gate first. That's White Rocks. Well, 4, I'm not sure what 4 did, but 4 really had a nice turn there. But the second turn wasn't so good as all the horses kind of caught up. Here we have Roll, Sharp Smile, on White Rocks, and there's a 2 with inquiry. That could be interesting. A disqualification will keep you out of the finals. Okay, we still have Resolve first. Now Mayhem second, Simply Joking third. Here comes the Queen's MG. Resolve, White Rock, and Queen's MG as we head into the home stretch. Whoa, 10. Queen's MG came out of nowhere here in the home stretch and passed the pack and looks like hung on to. No, we're looking for photo finish. 4. Resolve 10. The Queen's MG, and then Queen's MG with the win. Resolve by a head. White Rocks third. 3, 4. In the or. Yeah. There's your disqualification there, Mason. Okay, let's go over and get the Kentucky Derby Heat Race 2 underway. This here looks like it has 4 of the favorites. There's 4. And then it gets back to 99 real fast. 99 the woman. Okay, let's take a look at their past performances. Anything interesting here? There's your $1 million winner there in Coal Battle. 800,000 the River Thames. let's see, on 750 at the total in blue brows. Speed King, 600,000. Okay, any high speed limit? Nope. Highest looks like 109. Whole battle of river dams. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to Churchill Downs to get the last heat race finished. Again, 10 furlong race. Oh, and Almighty looks like the out of gate first. That's horse 7, and they're up. Okay, going into the first turn, we have Cold Battle and Owen Almighty. Still all fully punched together here. We go into the back straight. Getaway car looks like he has the lead. Yeah. 4 wide in second place and 3 more. It's really packed up. The only one that's having a problem is 9. Rasimon. Optima. Oh, here's a little distance here. Oh, Owen had the lead there, but all of a sudden Speed King passed him. Owen's 1 pace behind. 2 now. And we head into the last game turn here in the home stretch. And it looks like it's going to be Speed King win, Cold Battle second, and Owen Almighty third. There you have it. Top 5. Now, not necessarily top 5 in each race will make it. There is a little algorithm that checks all the horses and ranks them all not based completely on time. Okay, so that's it from from Churchill Downs. We have all the heat races finished. And we go into week 18, that's the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks. Now, we gotta add the fields to those. We also have an 8 Bell Stakes running, which has 2 heat races, along with the Edgewood Stakes and the Pat Day Mile. These races have some of the horses that competed and just missed out running in the Derby or the Oaks. So they get a check-in chance on Derby Day. And let's add the Kentucky Oaks field. Here's our 20 horse, 20 fillies, and we take the top 10. Okay. And like Cara did make the cut. Super Speed and Valeria d'Or. And even the attendant did not make the cut. Oh well. Well, here we have a lot of duplicates, so I'm going to take a quick look. At the go back and take a look at the top races. This will give me a quick idea on which jockeys actually rode the horse are riding the horses and the real Kentucky Oaks. So pause it. Okay, there's the jockeys. I'll be riding the fillies here for the Kentucky Oaks. We've made maybe 3 or 4 changes, not too many. Jose Ortiz is going to be riding the Queen MG, and Ira Ortiz is going to ride Fondly. The only other major one at this Bombers had Junior Avado and Valerie Ork at Flaming Pass. So let's go ahead and save the field. We're not going to do the drop a post position. We did it by ranking. So take a quick look here at the field. Any well-known trainers, Brad Cox, Mark Outside, Chad Brown. Okay, let's go over and add the field to the Kentucky Derby. And there's the 20 horses that were in the heat races, so we just move across the top 10. Six, Westwood made the cut. That's very interesting. Westwood not have been considered part of the elite 3-year-olds. Okay, here's their cuts. We have the cutoff of John Hancock, and you see Chunk of Gold. Fantastic didn't make it. Final Gamut. Quite a few horses. There's Madison Road too didn't make it. Okay, so I'll pause it again and we'll get the jockeys straight. Okay, there's the jockeys that will be riding the horses in the Kentucky Derby. We'll save the field. We'll take a quick look at it. There's your horses for the TRG running of the Kentucky Derby. Okay, let's take a quick look at the fields for the other races. There's the Edgewood. It's being run on turf, but you can see there's quite a few names here that had run in previous prep races for the Oaks. 8 Bells. Again, you might recognize some of the fillies. 8 Bells, Heat Race 2. And we'll skip the 8 Bells finals, and we'll have to add them once the heats are done. Pat Mile is for Colts, and you probably recognize most of those Colts. Remember Wayne Lucas had 2 Bob Baffert. Yeah, it's loaded with excellent trainers. Bob Baffert with 2, Lucas with 2, Fletcher, Dallas Stewart we've seen. Okay. So looks like we're all set to get the week 18 underway. This is the Kentucky Derby week. First start is the Edgewood. See if we have any past 4. Wow, we have 1, 2, 3 races, 4, 5. I thought for sure there was. I know that one. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one here wasn't quite as low as I thought. It's $600,000 turf race. And it might be a two filly race in Vixen and Nightshade, but we'll see. Let's head back over to Churchill Downs on the turf. And Churchill, we don't have a turf course, for Churchill, so we're running in at TRG downs. So let's go ahead and get started with 8.5 furlongs, 7 inches. And go well, the lights out first. Hey, T Vixen takes the lead there with that. So, okay, heading into the back straight, we have Alteradora, Hideaway and Vixen. Heading into the clubhouse turn, we still have Alteradora, Hideaway and Vixen. Well, looks like it's a two filly race. Hideaway takes the lead. It looks like they're gonna win the race. Hideaway with the win. Down second, Vixen third. Picked up $360,000 for her effort. Okay, let's head over to the schedule. We now have the 8 bells heat race 1 up next. This looks like might be a pretty interesting race. Vanilla and Burn Memory and Verify with no races. No, no outstanding horse here. Should say filly. Let's over Churchill down 7 furlong race. Heat 1, we have Verify out of the gate first, horse 3. Okay, after the going through the straight and into the clubhouse turn, we have Look Forward and then, we have Burman Memory, Look Forward, and Mandela. Going up on the last game turn of the race. Looks like it's Burman Memory with the win. Remember, this is a heat race, so 2, 4, 6. Most of the fillies will probably qualify. Okay, so we now get to our first big race on schedule. We'll do the Kentucky Oaks. Like, as I mentioned, it's full field attack. Odds are a little better here. We have about 4 fillies, plus a couple ones that have outside chances. Then you have a few that maybe they'll be able to compete. Past performances. See here, good share. That's $400,000 winning. 5G nearly 400. Here's 500 for the Kara favorite. And there you go. Highest speed is Resolve at 111. Queen MG 111 and Richard all at 111. So let's go ahead and get this race started. The first major race in the Triple Crown Triple Tiara. Akara is in the out of the gate first. Everything looks good from the sewage tower and they're off. Here you have a color with the lead after the first turn into the first turn. Oh, we have who is that? Resolve passing the leader and has a nice little lead going into the back straight. The car is like slacked off a little, but trying to catch up with 5G, then Resolve, then the car. We heading into the clubhouse turn. Still 5G, Resolve, and the car. Looks like those are the three horses that'll be competing for the Kentucky Oaks. We're into the home stretch. We have one game turn left, and we have 5G, Lacarda, and Resolve. Oh, Lacarda had a terrible finish. Will end up finishing third, and it looks like 5G is going to come out with the win. Remember, there's 5G, Resolve, and Lacara, and Fondley are our top four in the Kentucky Oaks. Just in case anybody does follow the Kentucky Oaks, 5G happened to have gotten scratched earlier today before the real life race, so too bad. Looks like she could have won the race. Okay. Next up is 8 Bells Heat Race 2. You have 6 again, so that means 2 of the 12 horses are not going to qualify for the finals in the 8 Bells Stakes. See if there's any horses. Fillies that we've seen before. We've seen one in the Literal has raced in 2, and Sheltaunt has raced in 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the race. 7 furlongs here at Churchill and Chute. Blue Fire may be out of the gate first. And they are. Hey, Blue Chute has a little bit of lead here in the back straight. Antelope and Da Vinci Cat. Going into the clubhouse turn, we have Blue Fire with still lead. Looks like the wire to wire here. Oh, and left hand. Yeah, Alicante didn't get until the last turn. Yeah, it looks like it was Blue Fire, wire to wire. Blue Fire, on top, and Kimchi. They'll all be part of the final for what project. Okay, so it's now time to add the field to the 8 Bells finals. And it looks like we need to unlock it, so okay, let's try this again. I just linked the two 8 Bells stake race heat races to the finals. There we go, much better. We drag over 10. And the two didn't make the cut with verify and unchain a lane. Okay, just got the jockeys all situated. We saved the field. Lock it, take a look at the field. And this is our top 10 out of 12 fillies that ran in the 2 heat races. So we'll be good to go. Let's head back over to Churchill Downs and get this race going. Already have seen their past performances, not really a whole lot other than all the fillies now have at least one race with the 8 fouls under their belt. The Forest running 5 races holding has been out of the money all 5 times. Hey, Lions, it's going to be a pretty interesting race. There's 4 or 5 horses, fillies that have a good chance. 7 furlongs, you have Blue Fire out of the gate first. Remember, Blue Fire, I think was heat 2, but wire to wire. See if you can do it again. Now 5 so far. Not so much for wire to wire for Blue Fire. He dropped back to about 5th, 4th. Heading into the back straight. Now we have 3 horses. 3 fillies stacked up. Okay, what in the literal is taking the lead in the back turn. From the memory Mandela. Oh, we have a Stewart's inquiry that could be bad. Okay, it looks like 1 game turn left. We have Watson, the literal, and Berman memory. And so much for Blue Fire. It looks like she finished about 5th. Well, there is Stewart inquiry. Let's see what happened. Evans got disqualified. Place lost. Went out of the money because of that. And that got Blue Fire into the money. And there you have that. What's in the literal with the win. Okay, next up is our Pat Day Mile. Go ahead and get that started. Looks like we have 3 fillies colts that are could be battling out neck and neck. The rest of the field, other than Perfect Force and Gate to Wire, have chances. See what we have in past performances. Oh, look at these. Geez, only Perfect Force is the only one that ran 1 race. All the others have won 2 or more. There's 6 Innovator. There's 3 second place finishes by Mannequin. Probably the reason why they're not in the Derby. Winning one of those probably would put them in the Derby. Built. Okay, that's your field for the Pat Day Mile. Let's go ahead over to Churchill Downs and run the last race before the Kentucky Derby. It's 8 furlongs, 1 mile out of the Churchill Downs chute. Looks like California Burrito could be out of the 8 first. And he is, and they're off. Whoa. Ford State Innovator really got a good jump out of the gate and leads the pack in this back straight. Hey, I had Vatican Road a nice maneuver there to get into second place. Hey, six, oh, he got pretty much the max that you can get on any game turn. We go out and cruise through here. We can do two sideways and we have one left to get a forward. We'll do that. Oh, we have to use the jockey one first, so we're not. It only has one. And that one. Need that later in the race for the under of the whip. Okay, we're on the way again. We have Innovator first and all sorts of trouble here with other jockeys. Oh, another high roll. Outside. Seven. Who was seven? Macho Music gets into the race. Amy has the lead in the compound third with Innovator of Macho Music. Home stretches, Gaming and Innovator, and California Burrito. And it looks like it's going to be a win by Gaming. Yes, Gaming with the win, Innovator, California Burrito, and not Macho Music. I'll pick up a little bit of cash from the winning. Gaming with 360,000. Okay, so that's it for the past day mile. We just have one race left in the road to the Triple Crown Phase 1. That's the Kentucky Derby. So go ahead and get over to Churchill Downs, take a look at the morning line. Quite a few of these horses that Track Stewart is not very confident in. Cold Battle, Speed King, Rodriguez, and maybe Arlen Almighty. Okay, let's take a look at past performances here. The Speed King over a million. 800,000 for Sam. Remember Sam, 900 for Mesquite. Another million Cold Battle. 1.5 million. 700,000 for Citizen Bull. Here's a 112 speed number. Neil Quiz. 111 Sand Devil. And there you go. There's all the horses here in the final granddaddy race of the Triple Crown. Kentucky Derby. $5 million purse. Hey, we're at Churchill Down, 10 furlongs, 1.25 mile race. Rodriguez looks like in reality first. Let's see what Tower says. Everything's a go for this final race of the race car, the Kentucky Derby. They're off. Yeah, friends, looks like he has the lead here after the first turn. We'll go after first game turn. We're now heading into the first turn of the race. And look, Cold Battle has just passed them, and Rodriguez is also caught up. Well, we have a new leader in the back straight. It's Speed King. Then Cold Battle and Neoclad. It's been a huge battle. Look at them battling there for first place. And still in the back straight have Cold Battle, Neoclad, and Speed King. Neoclad has now passed him here in the back clubhouse turn. But we have Cold Battle and Speed King. Looks like it's going to be an interesting final here. We have one more game turn left, but it looks like Neoclad has has a 3-pace lead. It looks like he held the lead and will probably be the winner. No inquiry or anything. We'll head down to the track, and the top bar reads Neoclad's first, Cold Battle second, Rodriguez third, Speed Twain fourth. $3 million goes to Neoclad, 101,100,000 for second place Coldplay. Look at Neoclad. The win was $89 for every dollar. Okay, there's the final results of our final race in on the schedule for this week. Kentucky Gaming and Neoclad with the win. Okay, next up will be the Black-Eyed Susan and Preakness heat races along with the Peter Pan stakes. So we'll take a look at them in our next episode. But for now, let's go back and take a look at the top 10. Because now we're going to have to pick the top 10 out of these. So look at that, 5 female. So right now, if we hit the top 10, 5G, the Carter, all the way down to Super Speed, they'll all be entered, will probably all be entered in the Black-Eyed Susan, unless the real-life Black-Eyed Susan has less than 10 entries, and we'll go with whatever entries they have. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Preakness standings now. And a few. And $3 million, almost $4 million now. Neoclad. 3 wins. Full battle second. Rodriguez third. Top 10 Sam. That was a lot. And Mannequin Road is inside, outside looking in. Again, we'll decide on how many horses and fillies are going to run in the Black-Eyed Susan, and Preakness, depending on how many entries are in the real life, and we'll use that as a gauge to pull the number of horses or fillies in from our top 20 into the race. So I think that's going to be it here from TRG Central. This is Gary signing off. Have a nice evening.